caring for vulnerable children matters to us in Kirkpatrick Memorial because it matters to God. So in a church like ours, we're very keen to learn what God's heart is. And if we can discover God's heart, we want that to reshape our heart. We want to learn to care about the things that He cares about. And we believe that He really cares about vulnerable children.
The Home for Good book is a great resource we have available to us in Kirkpatrick. It's short and very easy to read. It's really engaging and full of powerful stories of people's first-hand experiences of fostering and adoption. So I'd highly recommend it if you can get your hands on a copy and give it a read and join in with the discussion group over the coming months. That would be great.
Home for Good study series helped me gain a much better understanding of the biblical view of adoption and to consider more deeply the role we each have to play in the care of vulnerable children.
It was always something that was kind of there just as part of my work, and then the opportunity of the Home for Good book group came up in church, and I went to that, and kind of by the end of that thought we don't really have an excuse for not doing something.
The Home for Good discussion group was a great opportunity to take the time to really look at God's Word and see what He wanted us to learn about vulnerable children in our society and how we as a church could support those children in a variety of different ways.
For me, reading this book was probably a good first step in just thinking more intentionally and being a wee bit more proactive in this aspect of my faith. We know that to love and worship God means that we care for and serve the more marginalised and vulnerable people in society. And maybe, perhaps like us, you're not in a position to offer a young person a room in your house just at the minute. But I've learned through discussing with others and reading the book that it's a whole church community effort, and it's okay. There are roles for support and encouragement for everyone as we just journey through this area of our Christian discipleship.